I'm Michael Spicer, and I think office life is over. The office, it's a place where one's work life happens. Most of us, without realising it, act like different people while we're on the job. But only because anything resembling a normal personality is deemed not work appropriate. When everyone in my office found out about my online notoriety, they were shocked. They had no idea I was funny. I mean, I wasn't funny in the office. That's the point. That's why they were shocked. I'm not even sure they knew my second name. Or my first, actually. Yet many of us lead this double life, living our more authentic life in the comfort of our own home, with our second life only occurring between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. And during that time, we just hit the mute button on anything remotely interesting about ourselves. We have our office clothes, we have our office radio, which is used for not listening to music, but just arguing with other people about which station it should be.
Sorry, could we sort of turn off the radio in here just for a bit or something?
Why?
Because it's shit.
This is Radio 1.
Yes, I know. It's shit.
What do you want?
I don't know. Radio 2? Radio 2. Radio 2 is for people who used to listen to Radio 1 in their youth and now want their music broken up with conversations about potholes and the royal family. Yes, that's true, but it is music they play. I mean, what is this? What is this that we're listening to right now? It sounds like a synthesizer being thrown down the stairs. Well, I'm not listening to Radio 2. Only dentists listen to Radio 2. I don't want to get the urge to rinse and spit every 5 minutes I'm in this office, thank you. Well, can we just have nothing then? Just for a few hours, please? Fine. Thank you. Actually, you can put the radio on. Just anything.
Oh, really? Okay. However, after the pandemic, it became fairly clear to most of us that the office was unnecessary. I mean, why have a face-to-face with Nigel from accounts when you can speak to him on a Zoom? You know, admittedly, you will have to look directly up his nose because his laptop's down here and he doesn't know how to put it up. That's another issue about Nigel. With virtual meetings and the ever-growing list of professional desktop apps keeping us connected, fewer workers seem to be actually going into the office. So is the world of people saying,
"I can't believe it's Thursday already, can you?"
and half-hearted retirement parties doomed forever? Let's have a look at office culture and see if it's worth keeping the lights on for. The commute. The first part of any job is getting to that job. The commute usually sets the tone for the entire day, which is unfortunate because more often than not, the commute is the most frustrating part of the day. Many office workers rely on public transport to get them to work, and it's convenient that you don't have to drive a car every day, but it's also inconvenient in every other way imaginable. Public transport is overcrowded, unreliable, and most of the time you can't get a seat because there's a guy there who thinks that his wet umbrella deserves to sit down more than you. But there is an option if you don't like public transport: carpooling, which is a bit like public transport, only you're really, really close up to the person you don't want to be with. Like really close, like really, really close up. Enjoying carpooling kind of depends on the types of jobs that you're sharing a ride with.
Good day at work? Yeah, not too bad. It was Harriet's birthday today, and she brought in some homemade brownies. They were lovely. Oh, that's good. I've got some left over in my bag if you want some. No, thank you. I've been eaten. You seem a little jumpy. Is something wrong? Oh, well, it's just when I agreed to carpool with you, I must admit I didn't realise you worked at a uranium plant. So? Well, I'm just a bit... Look, uranium is very safe and very clean these days. You need to wise up. You're green. You're literally green right now. Oh. I've not been working at the plant today. I've been doing my second job at McDonald's. I'm pulling over. Get out.
But do you know what the greatest commute of all is? The 10-yard walk from your bedroom to your laptop. That's it. Working from home clearly is the better option.
Ah, good morning, Michael. Hi, sir. I'm sorry I'm late. Yes, may I ask why you were late? Oh, just the traffic. What traffic? You work from home? The traffic on the landing, getting through to get to to go down the stairs. You know, I've got 4 kids and they were all queued up for the bathroom and it was bloody nightmare. Right, that's why you were 15 minutes late, was it? Well, I should say that when I went the long way round, I had to go through my garden and I was caught behind a funeral procession. In your garden? Yeah, and it's a very small garden and I couldn't get past, so is that enough? No, I think you should probably start coming into the office again. Alright. Is something wrong? It's just that I've sold my car and every pair of shoes I own and most of my trousers.
The actual office space itself has many unique features specifically designed to maximise productivity and elevate morale. But is all of this just set dressing to distract us from the fact that we don't really need to be here? Your desk is often thought as being your own personal fiefdom in the corporate kingdom, most likely adorned with pictures of you and your friends and family and your pets, and surrounded by some sort of partition wall so that your boss can peek over it when he suspects that you're still eating your sandwich at 2:01. You definitely get more privacy in your home office, i.e. your spare bedroom, than you would in an office at work. Of course, it's not 100% private because you've still got your family in the house and they, like your boss, also believe that you're not doing any work in there either. The break room in the office is probably synonymous with the saddest renditions of Happy Birthday you'll ever hear. Office birthdays are their own issue altogether. The agreed rule on office birthdays is to announce that it's your birthday via email and say that there are cupcakes in the kitchen, and then just maintain a sense of very awkward embarrassment whenever anybody says happy birthday to you for the rest of the day. You don't have to do any of that when you're working from home. You can just have your birthday at home with no one around. I mean, that's great, isn't it? It sounds good to me. So far, the argument for going back to work in an office isn't really that compelling. But what about people? It's the people that make the office. Let's take a look at some of those main characters that we get in the office. The work spouse. An interesting social byproduct of office life. It occurs when we find just one person in the office wasteland with whom we can share just a fraction of our real personalities. And because we are so starved of any personal expression in the office environment, we see this person as a soulmate. The boss, of course. Bosses come in many forms. At one end of the spectrum, you've got the boss with no boundaries, who's just very keen to be everyone's friend. And at the other end, you've got the absolutely relentless micromanagers who insist on being CC'd in every email, including the one about cupcakes in the kitchen, and keeping an eye on how much printer ink you've used over the course of the year. Now, this type of boss in particular is a nightmare if you're working remotely.
So, Michael, how's it going? Good, very productive morning. I've had a few meetings. I've spoken to Jane about the Leicester report, so looks like we're all full steam ahead there. So yeah, it's good. Oh, good. I am glad. I'm pleased that working from home is working out for you, because it's not worked out for many, I must admit. No, well, what can I say? I enjoy being in my own little domestic office here and... just being left alone to do my work. So, yeah, good. And you don't mind these little catch-ups, do you? Oh, no. It's all fine, sir. It's all fine. No. Yeah, it's just I do like to keep a close eye on everyone to make sure we're all pulling our weight. No, of course I understand. Although, perhaps, next time we could do this over a Zoom rather than you sitting 6 inches from my face. Oh, but I like coming over to your house. It's cosy. Oh, that's very, very flattering. Anyway, I think we're done for now. I'll be back in about half an hour. Do you want anything? Do you want a coffee? Do I want my coffee? Yes, do you want your coffee? No thanks. Okay, well I'll be in my office if you need me. Actually, that's another thing I was going to say. Would it be more comfortable for you if you went into your office and worked there rather than sat in my downstairs toilet with a laptop? Oh, no. I like it in there. I like the smell. I like the diffuser you've got in there. What is it again? Peony and rose blossom. That's it. Yes. I like that smell. I like it a lot. I think I'll get it for my house. Not that I live there anymore. My wife threw me out, but it's very nice.
So is office life as we know it really over? Perhaps for the first time we're beginning to see how important it is to have a work-life balance. And a balanced life, a happy life, means less time commuting, less time being micromanaged by your boss, less time you're in a grim kitchen singing happy birthday to someone you don't really know. Happy birthday, dear Chris. When I was working in an office, and I worked in dozens, it never occurred to me that there was an option, that I could be doing something different, that I didn't have to sit on a hot London Underground train for hours every day. But it's occurring to everyone now. Everyone knows of the alternative. And once you let that genie out of the bottle, you can't put it back in. Of course, managers and bosses will always tell that genie that they need to come in because it's good for office morale and productivity soars when everyone's together as a family. But it's bullshit. So stay at home. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.